Hello, this is the Way of Fairness. We're working on getting the new website and a new concept going called Team Fairness, united with the Church of Fairness. So the object is to stop unfairness, and unfairness is evil. And yesterday I was exasperated with frustration because people are not supporting my way of thinking, and instead I'm ridiculed on so-called spiritual websites, YouTube channels, etc. There's this mentality, you've heard it everywhere, that just the only thing you can change is yourself and let the world be as it is, and there's nothing wrong with the world, it's just you that needs to change. And that is a crock of you know what. It's an evil teaching. There's no other way to say it. It's not fair to tell people to not stop unfairness. What kind of idea is that? Where'd it come from? It came from evil people, I would say. You know, like the Lord's Prayer, Jesus is supposed to deliver us from evil. And we're supposed to turn the other cheek and let evil get bigger. Well, the Tao Te Ching says if you want to get rid of something, let it get bigger. And then what happens? It's like somebody's ego inflates to the point like a balloon that it pops. Like, you know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, I guess. So what eventually happens is some people stop it. Some people stop the evil. It doesn't stop on its own. Do you see Jesus around here stopping it? I don't. I've heard of children having dreams about evil Jesus. Jesus himself is evil, and he doesn't want it to stop. He benefits from evil because people are so broken from evil, from unfairness in their life, that they, in desperation, become a Christian. Or they start believing the Bible that they couldn't believe for all those years, and they're out of desperation, they try to believe something that they can't believe. I made a post on my website, and I posted it on a short on YouTube just a bit ago, saying that it's cowardice. It's cowardly for people to not fight, defeat, stop unfairness. That's what it is. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of evil. I understand that. It is really scary. It's like it threatens to kill you if you try to stop it. What's behind it? In our regular old world, it's bullies. It's some individuals that don't want to get caught, and they're behind it. And somehow there's like a collective mind, a collective consciousness or something. And people feel it. People can sense the fear of evil. They feel threatened by it. We feel it. And when you are not able to do something that needs to be done because of some discomfort it's going to cause you, that's cowardice. So by definition, we're talking about our own cowardice. And I had it too. And I probably still have some on this topic. I felt a little bit, and then what my biology is that I get angry at the evil, and then I'm not afraid of it. So there's a reason we have anger. See, that's one of the reasons. Because they're harming, they're doing us wrong. And that's like, people call that justifiable anger. They talk about justifiable wars. Well, the only justifiable war is against unfairness. That's the only war that's justifiable. And I guess I'm trying to convince people that they need to change what they're thinking about this. I was on a Zoom meeting with Michael Collins, the Zen master in Integral Zen. They talk about integration. It's hypocrisy. They're not integrating. They're not integrating. They're not accepting within this truth that we need to stop evil. So I told him about my way of fairness idea, and he went ballistic and accused me of starting a war. No, the war was already going. The war against evil has already been underway forever, and people fighting it are getting killed and getting hurt because the majority of the people are cowardly still, and they don't dare fight against unfairness. The judicial system, they can fine Trump of $80 million, but they don't dare defeat evil. They don't dare. They're guilty. Their system is a racket of unfairness for them to make a lot of money, and they support their cronies that also become attorneys and judges, and they write the laws for the corporations that are fleecing the common person. They're robbing us. They're putting us in squalor, and they're making lots of money, and they have lots of power. The police are cowardly to fight against evil. They use evil. That's hypocrisy. I don't care what they do. See, it's fear. You see my point? I'm not going to allow myself to be afraid of anything, and I'm going to tell you what I think is the problem. And I don't care who does not like this. If they don't like what I'm saying they are on the side of evil. And they need to stop being unfair. Now. They need to stop now. I'm to the point, I'm like thinking I'm going to be sleeping in my car again because I don't have any money. And I think, well, maybe if I committed suicide, it would send some message, maybe that would be the best thing for me to fight to defeat evil. To get myself out, if I was sure that I would not exist when I killed myself. That's one question. I don't know if I'd still, would it solve any problem? But there are suicides every day. All over the country, all over the world. Because it's so dreadful here. Why? Why is it so dreadful? Because of unfairness. That's why. That's the reason why. I'm a little bit afraid that some bullies will hear me talking and try to stop me from making this video. If you can present your argument so effectively and undeniably truthful, you can shame the people into right behavior. That's what healthy shame is about. When I do something wrong and I've really been wrong to a person, I'm ashamed of myself for doing it. That's healthy shame. On the other hand, when somebody is trying to tear us apart with the past that we've already resolved, and they're bringing it up as an excuse to discredit us, they're on the side of evil. The judicial system is based on protecting evil in that sense. Because if you get a felony, it's forever on your record. If you're convicted of any criminal activity, you're forever a criminal. And there is a high degree of people that have been found guilty of things that they are not even guilty of doing anything wrong. It's the way that a judge told me that I got ganged up on by a family system that I'd fallen in love, and I'm trying to get the woman free from being abused by the family system. Dysfunctional families. I'm also from a dysfunctional family, and it's based on religion. This was based on religion in the Mormon church. I actually told my mother's bishop, there's evil in the church, I'm fighting it. Within a week, he had to have 19 pints of blood, something hemorrhaged inside. When I put the evil back to the church that they'd projected onto me in a ritual, that night, it involved the president of the church in the ritual. That night, the president of the church almost died from a stroke. I have dozens of anecdotal experiences like that. People that have been opposing me in my fighting evil, they're dead. It's just weird. It's unbelievably powerful when I think about it. But then it's limited. I don't have all power to stop it, but I have some power. So I have to struggle. And I guess that's the way the universe wants things. But I'm supported in fighting against evil. I haven't been killed by anything. Nobody stopped me from making this video. See what I'm saying? So we are supported in improving our life situation by reality. And that's what we need to do. We need to convince everybody we need to stop the unfairness in the world, from top to bottom, from right to left, from inside to outside. That's the whole problem. It's unfairness. That's what evil is. Thanks for listening.